goes to kind of guess or range and how many miles away that is.
Yeah, like you said, if you're out of town far away, that is good because then you really know what's 40 miles away. You don't really know what the towns might be 40 miles
Yeah.
from you so much.
Yeah.
It's a free
Yeah,
app
man.
too, right?
Free, yes.
It's awesome. Coolness. Thanks, Tim.
Right.
Door, over to you. And I'm going to do something I never do, but I do not have any water and I'm parched. It'll be 30 seconds. I'm going to grab some water, but I'm going to you. So if you don't hear me in 30 seconds, I'll be right back. Go for it.
Okay. The first app I want to bring back, to be honest, is a repeat from Timster app from a long time ago.
Oh, right.
And it is, and you were talking about it, how it ran good even on your old Droid. And it's Jet Car Stunts Lite.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it's such a simple game. The graphics aren't crazy silly, but I tell you, on everything I've ever seen this game run, it just runs smooth. From beginning to end, no choppiness, no hesitation, no lag, ever, anywhere in the game whatsoever.
What's the
I
game?
love it. Jet Car Stunts Lite. This was an app Tim picked like 40 episodes ago at least. And on my phone, even though I had a bigger phone, I still almost didn't like the game. I liked it, but I just couldn't really play it for certain things.
You're talking about your streak? Oh, man.
On the streak, the game is gold. Doesn't run any faster, doesn't run any smoother. Like I'm saying, it runs perfect on my phone. But now on the actual tablet, it's like I got just more room to see, so I can just, sit here and actually see what's going on and still have my fingers on the screen.
Wow. That's awesome.
And because I actually spent a little bit of time playing it, I now understand some of the techniques you're supposed to know, how to get better times.
You're good at it, Dor.
Well, I have a little time. And the thing is, there's there's actually, in the free version even, 3 different things you can do. Tutorials that actually do take you step by step through little teeny courses showing you how to do basic things. Platforming and time trials, each one, there's 2 different mode, normal and casual. Casual means unlimited, bang, have fun, but you do the exact same tracks. You have 5 different tracks you can do on the platforming, and on the time trial, you have 3 different tracks you can do in both the normal and casual mode. So there's really 16 different ways you can play the game, and then the tutorial for the free version, and the pay version now I think is only $2.
Wow.
Yeah.
The other thing I like about it is one of those racing games that it automatically recalibrates. So if I'm sitting in my chair like this sideways with it like that, and I start the race, this is straight. And then when I go like that, I'm turning right. When I go like that, I'm turning left.
So your starting position is the position for straight.
Right. And that's the way it should be. Most racing games don't. They insist you have it straight, and then you can turn.
Wow. They put some thought into this one.
They did, and I haven't seen anyone else use the engine or whatever they're using from the same company called True Axis. They have to do something else. So I'm going to have to actually click in the market and see apps from this vendor as well, because this game has been out for a long time. They haven't had a lot of updates to it because they haven't needed to have a lot of updates to it. So they should have other games in my eyes that are fun.
I wish I could say they do, Dor. But they don't.
They don't.
Not
I
yet.
was afraid of that.
Not in the Android market anyway.
Right. Well, I'll say this. If you get the light version and you like it, buy it. I'm buying it here in a couple days because I want to encourage this company to make more stuff because this is good. It isn't your typical really dumb falling game where you just fall, go to the left, fall, go to the right, fall, go to the left, fall, go to the right, fall, go to the left. This is actual interaction and smoothness.
I agree. I love games like this where not a lot of focus is really put on detail of the graphics, just put on like sharp graphics and smooth animation. I love games like that.
Yeah, and the physics to me is gold because you literally have a jet engine strapped to your trunk kind of thing. And you can literally lean backwards and forwards, and the tip of your car will go up or down, so you can actually get longer air if you tip up.
Yep.
And there's air brakes, so if you overshoot, you can hit the air brakes, and fins come popping out of the side of the car, and that slow you down. But they're not crazy physics; they're actually semi-realistic physics.
Like Leo's RC simulator physics?
Similar.
Awesome.
Yeah, because when you hit the air brakes, it isn't like you stop.
Right.
You just slowly slow down.
Right. Awesome.
Yeah, just fun game, period. Fun game. I can understand people, if you have a 2-point-something-inch screen, that this game might not be cool. But in my opinion, it seems like the bigger screen you have, the more fun this is. And the focus is this whole first app. The bigger the screen, the more fun it is. Remember, I said that at the end of the show.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Hey, well, okay, I need to make a comment on that. And do you remember the game Stunt FX from SNES days?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
No.
Yeah. So it kind of reminds me of that in a way. That was a really fun game.
It
But-
sounds fun. I think I would have liked that.
I will say this. This game was one of the ones that I ran to when I first got my Droid. Actually, it wasn't when I first got my Droid X2. I downloaded it recently. I would say within the last 2-3 weeks. I'm not sure if they've done any updates to it yet, but there is a problem with that game on the Droid X2. And it's not the frame rates, it's the controlling, it's the controls. It's broken basically. So they need some updating. And if you look in some of the comments, you'll see to where other people are complaining that it's not working for the Droid X2 for some reason. So apparently the developers need to do a little work there in updating that game. But I will agree, it's a fun game.
Is it the buttons or the accelerometer?
It was the left, right, turn, navigation type. It wasn't responsive. You'd have to turn your phone like way this way to even get it to turn, and then when it did, it was like a hard left.
Well, even if you went into the sensitivity settings, because they did have that.
Yeah,
see, that ain't good.
Yeah, and were you starting out level to begin with too, Tim?
Starting out level, calibrated everything. Yeah.
Okay.
It has issues on a Droid X2. I don't know whether they fixed it since then, like 3 weeks ago, but.
Okay, then I'll say this. People, if you're a fan of Timster, which I personally am, we need to email the people that make this game that go by the name True Axis. We need to email them and let them know Droid 2 support is heavily desired.
And then tell them who it's for. And then
Dr. Tegster.
Then say, do you know who that is? We suggest you get right on it.
Yeah.
You're blowing that way up, guys.
Hey, I want you to be happy, man.
No, I was pretty upset about it because I was kind of looking forward to seeing how that run on my bigger screen here.
Yeah.
I utterly understand, because there's been like a third of the games I try to load on my streak and the accelerometer is 90 degrees off. I'm in landscape. The picture's in landscape, but the accelerometer thinks I'm in portrait.
Man.
To where if I hold it like this, I turn really hard one way, and then I go like this, and it thinks I'm going left and right, even though I'm going forwards and back.
Wow, that would just make me pissed off.
Oh, immediately.
Yes. Hey, I'll bring something, since we are in the trend now of bringing past awesome apps. One I haven't mentioned before in a long time which I think is fine, guys. I really do. I'm just saying it. Apps that we continuously use through the years.
Right.
It's okay to bring them back on. And one of the ones that I'm using is called Keep Screen, and I use it every time. I use it for two apps. What Keep Screen does is it keeps your screen from going off. And when I have Google Maps on, I use Keep Screen. I keep it on. And the other one I use it for is HeyTell. When I'm talking on HeyTell and I know it's going to be a quick back and forth and continuously talking to somebody, I have Keep Screen on HeyTell. So as I'm talking back and forth, I don't have to keep turning my phone on and off. So it's I'm loving Keep Screen. It's just one of my killer apps. Between that and better keyboard, I don't know which one I like better. All right, who are we up to now? Back to Eric? Yes.
Yep.
Go for it, Eric.
Well, since we were on the subject of Timster a minute ago, or Dr. Tegster, as he might be known now, he's got that new television. And last week's app that he brought was really nice, was that remote control for his television. Now, some of us have Samsung televisions in our house, but are, say, make 23 inches big. And they don't come with that kind of fancy stuff or wireless connectivity or anything like that. So what we do is we Velcro a Roku box to the back of our televisions.
I love that.
And then what we do is we can also use an app. Oh, we don't need to see all that. We can also use an app that is called Romote. And it's actually, I think it's Romote.
Is it a Roku remote?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's a Roku
sweet.
remote.
Does it have a QWERTY? Does it have a QWERTY keyboard?
No, this
Okay.
this is identical to the T of the actual. This is the Roku that I have, so I don't
Yeah.
know if it's different on the newer models, because there are some newer models.
They're
This is
pretty much the same.
Yeah, I think mine's the HD, but you just left, right,
Wow.
home screen, down, and it's exact same copy. So if you lose your remote for your Roku box, this is a perfect replacement. All you have to do, here's the thing, you do have to go into the settings of the Roku and get your IP address that's assigned to your Roku box. So if you don't have the actual remote, I don't know if there's a way to get in there to see that. But once you get it in, you can go ahead and lose your remote. Use this instead.
Sweet.
And then you still have the extra value of being able to change the channels on somebody when they're not looking, from behind them.
Thank you, Eric.
Hey,
That's
do
nice.
you really Velcro your Roku to your TV?
I do. This is a 23-inch Samsung. I have it hanging in my kitchen with a Roku box Velcro to the back of it, and with either remote, this one or the actual one that comes with it. And this one would especially work even if the other one didn't.
Right.
It doesn't need line of sight.
Wow.
Because this is through your wireless network. It's controlling your Roku box.
That one does, but the other remote doesn't even need that.
No, the other one actually works just fine, even with a Velcro to the back of my TV. So you don't see that there's a box there at all. It's nice. You can watch, and all the Podnutz shows are on there, right at your fingertips.
Yes. Thank
On
you.
video.
Yes.
I love Roku. I mean, I've been really wanting to get a Google TV, but I just haven't got, haven't broke down and done it yet. I was just telling somebody about it who was asking me about buying a computer for their TV today, and I was telling them about Google TV and that Logitech review that has come down so far in price.
Yeah.
I almost can't keep myself from buying one of those, but
I would wait till they start giving them away.
true. That might be coming too. And
Well,
go ahead.
sorry, I just had a quick question. Who is the maker of that? Do you know?
Let's see.
Spud Pickles?
Spud
is-
Pickles. That's great.
The developer's website is it Spud Pickles?
No.
I'm not sure. Okay, it's still loading. Chris
Kolaskovsky.
Chris,
Can you-
come on. You have an opportunity to make a crazy name for your app company. We encourage that here.
And I have to say, I've been using this app for as long as I've had my Android phone, and it's just a great app.
Very cool. And by the way, is that the first Roku you had, or did you upgrade from an older one? Because I've not
Yep.
used the newer ones yet.
This is the first one I've
Okay.
had. I think it's the HD, and it's. I think you can actually this one. I think you can get for $59 now.
Yeah. I see them flying off the shelves at Walmart, and that's why, thanks to Michael Davis, who I always give props to for hooking us up with the Roku app that he created for Podnutz. It's just the perfect time to get on the Roku box. That thing is it's the device I think that people are using in lieu of having apps in their TV, like Timster's probably got.
The thing is about the Roku box, a kid and a grandma can both use it, and they can have access to everything that we have access to with our computers that they might be intimidated by.
Exactly.
Everything's there. Netflix, Hulu Plus, Podnutz, it's all there.
Yes. Awesome. Good app, Eric. I didn't not even know they made that.
Well, here's the important question, Eric. Are you sure it works on a Droid X2?
Ah,
I haven't.
Yeah,